Hello and welcome everyone. I'm a Squared Gamer and we are back with another day of Crusader Kings 3. It's going to be a quick stream today. I had a late start thanks to the heat and the sun and the summer. So this entire summer has been much shorter streams and much later starts than during the winter and the spring, because I'm just trying to get away from this heat. So there will be shorter streams during the summer as soon as the weather starts cooling down again, and not by much either, but as soon as it starts cooling down again, we're probably gonna start getting longer streams again. For now though, let's just get right into the game since we don't have much time left. I think I have the sound effects muted, so let's unmute that and then continue the game. I've also already dropped a few frames, so that's not good. However, I was having PC issues before, and I did get my PC fixed. There was not much to fix. It was just, did I do this? I have him pinned, so did I kill him? But yeah, the PC issues, it was just a few drivers needed updating. So that was fixed. I did do that. Okay. Then you can no longer be pinned. I have a bunch of messages. Probably stuff I've already seen before, but because I've re-entered the game, the messages appear as new. Yep. I didn't see anything new there. But what was I doing? I remember before we ended last stream, I did start a scheme. Did I not? I'm abducting her because she's the one that started the house feud between our house and this house. But the feud has ended, but I still want to get her because she's the one that started the feud by killing my niece, Attack, who was a really good niece. She was intelligent. That at 21. But she was married. No, she was betrothed to someone who was really good, but they never actually got around to making the betrothal official. Speaking of which, is there anyone in my family who I can marry that guy to? Because he was a really good guy. Oh, I have my 7-year-old betrothed. Let's see if he's still available. I remember he had... What made him so good was that he had 2 inheritable traits. So there's still 87 characters here. One of them was quick. And then the other one, I believe, was fecund. Now he's not available. At least not to me. Or I shouldn't say to me, not to her. Donkar, my daughter. That's unfortunate. There were a couple messes I need to clean up. One is Aso. Because for some reason, even though she has a child of my house, she's not willing to make her own son her primary heir. Instead, it's this guy who I don't even know how she's related to. Because I've killed her parents and she has 0 siblings. And her grandparents are also dead. Let's see, this guy. Oh, okay. So this was her parents' brother, her grandparents' son, her grandfather's son. So that makes him her uncle. So she would rather give her county to her uncle than to her son. It's not good. So I have to clean up that mess. And also this guy. I need to take this guy's land away. But it would be an act of tyranny. Which I don't care as much, but the control level of the county will decrease by 30, and that I do care about. Also, it's 0%, so he's definitely going to rise up in rebellion. And he has 1,100 soldiers, which I can still handle. But if he rebels and takes other vassals with him, that would be a problem. Garco has 230 soldiers, but this guy does not like me. I broke his betrothal. It's because the person you were betrothed to wasn't worth it. Mostly it's because he wants a seat on the council. I married you to your rival, or did you become rivals after you got married? How did that happen? I don't know how that happened. Either way, Garco is secured, and then Shenza, which is actually Nima, but this guy for some reason took Shenza as his primary title instead of Nima. And this is Pungse, who's infirmed and obese, which puts him in poor health. So he's probably on his deathbed. His oldest son is his heir, so he'll take over Shenza and Nima. And he's also married to the Engamo of Assel. And so their child will take over all three, which is good. And then all that's left is Song. Which would have been fine to leave alone, except that the primary heir, this guy of my house, decided to be in a matrilineal marriage with this lady. So his heirs will no longer be of my house. So I would have to kill her and then kill the two. Wait, are these both daughters? Then I won't have to kill the two. I'll just have to marry him again, and this time in a normal marriage, so that the children will inherit the father's house. And then I will have to make sure they have a son, and that way the son inherits. But do I want to do all of that? That's a lot of work. Or do I just want to take over Song by myself? Ooh, she has 3 allies. That would actually be tough. Oh, yeah, so even if I want to attack Song, it would be better to kill that lady first anyways, because that would break the alliance. And if I'm already going to be killing the girl anyways, I might as well go with the sneaky plan rather than the brute force plan. Because I am a sneaky character with 31 intrigue. Okay, so let's put this plan in motion. Ooh, it would be hard to murder her and hard to kidnap her. Still, how hard would it be? 4 months per phase? I would be okay with that. Let's focus on success chance instead. We want to make sure this succeeds. Child of concubine. She is lustful as well, which increases her fertility. So I want to make sure I take her out before she gives birth to a son for him. So we were fortunate that this son ended up dying of smallpox. Let's see here. The assassins. Okay, her father's master of the horse would be willing to join. Then my spy master and my courtier. 27, 29, and then the thug, master of the horse, would be 35. And her father's seneschal will also be willing to get involved. But then the infiltrator, Prabhavati. Okay, so instead of 29 here, he'll be 35 as a thug, so we can use my spy master as one assassin, and this courtier as another assassin. Ooh, this guy does not like me. Oh well, then the thug can be her father's master of the horse. And that gets her up to 95. And then Prabhavati will be the infiltrator. She's used to that role. And now each phase is 3 months. I should only need one phase for this to go up to 95%. So I might, not should, but I might be able to execute this. Am I still up? I don't actually know if the stream is still up. Hold on a second. Let me refresh. Oh yeah, it looks like it's still up. Okay. So yeah, now we have 2 schemes going. And when she dies, he will have to get married instantly. Does he have a secondary spouse? No. How many soldiers does Tsang have? 800. Guge only has 900. So they could expand their land if they wanted to. U has 549, but if I were to declare war on U... Ooh, they only have one ally, which is this king again. Should I take advantage of this? Because I need this county here to complete the county or the petty kingdom of Konyi. Yeah, I still need that. I also need this piece. Akse is very stacked with a bunch of alliances, so I am not going to be attacking them anytime soon. So yeah, let's just wait for these schemes. I should be able to execute one of these fairly soon. And then I should be able to declare war on U. Sangye. Oh, she would get that title. Okay, that's good. I don't know how come she has those claims. She has a claim on the entire Gyalpo of U? I wouldn't want to exercise that claim though, because she would take the title of the Gyalpo of U. And that title I think is equal to my title, or even higher than my title, so she would no longer be my vassal. Yeah, she becomes independent. And I don't want that. But she doesn't have a claim on what I actually want. Holy war for a county. And I want Garkung, who would cost me 100 piety. I should be able to take it easily though. And who currently holds that county? This Duke. All titles held by rulers are vassalized by you. So does that mean that Duke becomes my vassal? Did I not kill his family? I killed a bunch of his family, I remember. He doesn't hate me anymore though, so that's nice. She's incapable. And that's why this lady is her regent. And her regent just happens to be insane. Interesting. Her sister is her primary heir though. So I don't know why the sister is not the regent. Oh, because the sister is married to the king of Mario over here. Yeah, so I definitely want to do this now because if this incapable lady dies, Mario and Ooh might become one, and that would be a problem. So let's declare that war now while I wait for the other two schemes. She only has 79 gold, so she won't be able to hire any mercenaries. And I should be able to take these out by myself since I have 2,300 soldiers. So let's declare that war. And there's the war music. I don't need my allies. I should be able to handle this by myself. Where is my flag? There it is. Let's move that flag right here. Or here. Let's move it to Awesome. And then we'll go north this way. Let's raise all our army there. And of course he joined in. Rapsel died. He was my bodyguard. Oh, Zappa just became an adult. So now he can marry the princess of Guge. This is Senma's son. Okay, send the proposal. Excellent. And now she's in my court. She has a claim on the Gyalpo of Guge. I might use that claim. Maybe. We'll see. But that's that marriage. And then I already knew he was going to join in. And now I don't think my army's fully raised yet. Nope, 2 more days. Now they're fully raised. We'll take these 2,300 and start sieging. And then these schemes, just make sure we keep up with these. Nasila gave birth to another son. I really do not need any more sons. They're just gonna split up my land. Alright, like always, we will go with the first name that repeats. I think Treatsuck repeated, but I'm not sure. I'm sure that the last name repeated, but it's so long, it was like Mranieti, that I don't know how to spell it, so we're just gonna have to keep going. Takma definitely repeated. So your name will be Takma. At least you're intelligent. Let's see if there are any children in my court that need educating at the moment. There are 3. Ziwa here is already 4, my grandson. He's currently a martial education. Oh, okay. That probably means that his educator is currently at war, which is why it's showing that he is not being educated. So let's wait until this war ends first. This went up to 78%. Next phase should get it up to 95. Meanwhile, this one's still at 50. And I was successful in learning my second wife's language. After lots of hard work, I finally learned the Scythian language. Endless hours practicing accentuation, sleepless nights mimicking inflection, countless lessons mastering intonation. It was all worth it in the end. During my efforts, I looked to emulate Mahila Nazila's accent. I'm sure that she would be impressed with my results. And, of course, Sogdian peasants now respect me a great deal more. Sogdian is the culture that speaks Scythian. So my wife, she's Sogdian, as you can see here. But also, she has plus 68 opinion of me. So, rather than just feeling accomplished, I could send a letter in Scythian to Nazila. But it's a diplomacy challenge. 50-50 chance that it succeeds and I gain 25 opinion, or that it fails and I lose 25. However, since it's a diplomacy challenge, if I go to council and have my wife... Oh, she's already focusing on court politics. Let's have her go back to assisting ruler. And now it's less than a 50-50 chance. Yeah, so let's keep her on assist ruler. And then, since it's less than 50-50, I'll just feel accomplished for now. So I learned the Scythian language of my wife. Let's see, this scheme is at 81%. This one's at 68%. We still have plenty of months of grace period left. So it's still going to stay a secret. We can then let it keep going. The siege will end in 4 months. And I just gained an intrigue perk. Very action-filled day today. Usually a lot of stuff doesn't happen this quickly into the stream. Looks like we can get the schemer trait and finish off this branch of the intrigue tree. And now that I have schemer, we're done here. And let's go to the learning lifestyle tree, because I'm already so old. We want to start going with a medicine focus, which will give me a small health boost. And then we will, once we get perks, start going down the whole of body branch, because this is all health boosts. We definitely want Know Thyself as fast as possible. It gives me a warning when I'm 1 year away from death. So the next 3 perks are going to be Anatomical Studies, Restraint, and Know Thyself. Bam, bam, bam. That way I know if I'm about to die. Yeah, so as I was saying, this siege has 4 months left on it. Meanwhile, these schemes... Oh, I just paused because this one's at 95%, so I can execute it. My spy master, however, is telling me that Tenzing... This one's Tenzing. She's my... Oh, not my, but Sangye's caravan master. Sangye is my vassal in the county of Aso. So she is scheming against my nephew-in-law, Xiaoyang. Does she have money? 34 gold. So let's throw her in jail. She has friends, but her friends hate me. And she has no family. And she's barren. Yeah, so let's throw her in jail and then ransom her. Or, you know what? Because you have no family, now that you're in my prison, ho 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 ho, this was a horrible situation you put yourself in. Because before I take that 10 gold ransom, you know I'm going to have to torture you. She's going to lose 75 opinion of me. But I might gain some dark insights. And I might discover a secret. If she knows one. Or if she has one. She's going to squeal like a pig. I gained some 1 prowess. So I gained some dark insights. When one can twist words for pleasure as well as myself, twisting them for harm is a simple matter. Taking out the long volume of poetry from my arm, I unfurl it, letting the scroll hit the floor and roll gently backwards out the door. Then I start my reading. So I'm torturing her by... Oh, wow. Got a hiccup there. I'm torturing her by reading her poetry. Is it poetry that I wrote? Because that's just offensive. No, it's a long volume of poetry from my arm, but it's not. It doesn't say who wrote it. But it does say, when one can twist words for pleasure, as well as myself, twisting them for harm is a simple matter. So maybe it is my words. Who knows? This is offensive, though. But she did not become a lunatic. So now that I have tortured her, gained some dark insights. How about you? Can you be tortured again? No. And then no one's willing to pay you two's ransom. And you're only willing... You have no money, so the ransom you pay is for a hook. So yeah. But now that I've tortured her, I will ransom her out. And get that extra 10 gold. Meanwhile, it says I have 1 new message. I think it's about the Alliance. So we can ignore that. Let's go back to the intrigue schemes now, because this one can be executed. It's at 95%, which is the max, and we already have 7 advantages. So rather than wait for 3 more, we can just seize the moment. And this is... Oh, this is the lady that started the house feud. So my agents tell me that Lamgonza is traveling from Lunzub to the county of Shenza. The county of Shenza is in my land, so she's traveling to my land. I have arranged for some brigands to interrupt her little journey and make sure she arrives here instead. Soon she will be at my mercy. It does cost me 15 gold to hire the brigands. And I was successful. She's safely in my hands. I hope she likes her new quarters. So, I did realize while I was reading that I'm losing 8.2 gold per month. So if we go to my console, and then it'll take him 10 months to increase control in the county of Yenshipen. However, because our army is currently raised, it costs us a lot of money. You see, we're currently paying 12.4 gold per month for having our army raised. So if we switch our marshal from working on increasing control, switch him over to organizing the army, it reduces our army maintenance costs when it's raised by 26%. So if I reduce this, it'll go from losing 8.2 per month to losing 4.9 per month. And you'll see it only costs 9.1 for the raised army. So it's not much, but you know, it's basically cutting our monthly debt in half. So that's nice. Meanwhile, this one's only at 70%. We still have to wait for these phases in order for this percentage to go up. It was at 78, then it went down to 75. No, it was at 68, then it went up to 75, and now it's down to 70. So I don't know why it keeps fluctuating. Oh, it's because I'm at war with her liege. Yes, because this guy decided he's allied with U, and he decided to get involved in this war. So that's probably what's fluctuating the success chance percentage. Meanwhile, the siege here is 3 months away. Shenza died. This is Tenzing paying the ransom. Or someone paid the ransom, I don't know who. But my brother, Pungse, died. He was one of my consulars, so now I have an empty consul position. He was my steward. So he died. He was against Shenza. So now, who is the Ngapo? Oh, it's split. Shenza went to Pungse the second, who's the one married to Aso. His primary heir is their son, while her primary heir is not her son. It's this guy, who I still cannot kill. Yeah, I still cannot kill him. It's hard. Yeah, but so he had, what, 2 sons? So his other son, Moor, now became the Yengapo of Nima. Interesting. Did Pungse have any other sons? He had Pungse the second. He had Muwer. Yeah, those were his only two sons. So his two counties were split between them. So now my thing is, should I make one of them vassal to the other? Or should I leave this as is? Because this guy, his son, will probably inherit this county and this county. So I guess I can leave it as it is for now. And then I will make this kid, when he grows up and takes over, I will make him the duke of this duchy. And I will leave the individual counties alone for now. So that's what I'm going to do there. Timinrong's death was much cleaner because he only had the one son. So his one son inherited both of the counties within Garko. He inherited Garko and Kozahoma. But Kozahoma should be his primary title because that is the capital of the Duchy of Konyi. But the game doesn't like to work that way. But yeah, that is Pungse's the first death. So now we need a new steward. And I think Pungse wasn't even my best stewardship. I just had him there because he was a powerful vassal. Just like this Pungse. I'll probably make him my marshal at some point. He's a good general. He's a good leader. He doesn't like me though. Meanwhile, this nephew would be a good spy master maybe. And this guy sucks at everything. I guess if he wanted to take the vows, I could make him my religious leader, but because he is forgiving and a wise man, which is a virtue. And he has 14 learning, which is, you know, basically the same as his 15. And then the last powerful vassal is this lady. And then I have my brother, my half-brother here. Is this kid hers? Oh no, that was from his incest with his niece. This is why I married him. Okay, I will make you. Why do you hate me? I revoked your title. And that made us rivals. And those two things alone gives you minus 140 opinion of me. Okay, so if I make you my steward, doesn't help much. But now, am I currently swaying somebody? I'm not. I don't have a single personal scheme going at the moment. Let's look at my court positions. My doctor's at plus 100 opinion of me. Aptitude. This guy's a lunatic. So maybe he's not the best bodyguard. This guy's also a lunatic. Do only lunatics want to be my bodyguard? Which one of these is closer to becoming a master blade master? 79 experience. 86. So this guy's closer. Which one has a higher prowess? 28 prowess, 18 prowess. Okay, so Indra Raja, who's currently my personal champion. So can I swap him Because I don't want to fire him. I would like to swap him over, but it looks like I cannot do that. So it's going to have to be this guy. Even though he's a lunatic. But he is loyal. So he's my lunatic. Yeah, so Kubi here, he'll be my bodyguard until he dies. He's at -3 opinion of me. And then my spy master is also in the positives. Okay, so let's get this guy swayed. Or actually, let's sway my religious leader first. It's very easy. The phase will take 12 months. And then once I get him in the positives, then I'll start swaying my half-brother here. So now I have 5 new messages. Why would I exchange hostages with my nephew? Who's also my vassal? That makes no sense. Okay, that clears all the messages. And then I still have this scheme. It's at 86%. And my nephew here wants to install his younger brother on the Neiman throne. His younger brother, who currently holds the county of Nima. Two members. Okay, so he's not an unwitting, innocent bystander. No, he's actually involved in this. Usually I would kill people for less, but because you're members of my house, I'll let you get away with it. I'm working on swaying people to like me better. Meanwhile, this siege has been going on for a while. It should end in a month. Doesn't look like I see any enemy armies roving around. So I won that siege. I got 3 gold from looting this place. Meanwhile, Sogio gained 30 opinion of Sogio. Because she's grateful for her teacher. But this is her mother, am I right? Yeah, that's her mother. So she gained 30 opinion of her mother. Nice. Her husband died. When did this happen? He died from smallpox 3 years ago. She is intelligent and she still has about 10 years left of possibly being pregnant. So let's see if we can get her another intelligent husband. See if she can pop out 1 or 2 more genius babies. So she doesn't need quick, she needs intelligent. Okay, there's 7 characters. So if I sort this by prowess, this guy has 15 prowess. Okay, it's not great. Let's sort by the individual stats. The highest is still this guy with 18 martial and 15 prowess. He is cynical, so I should be able to convert him from his religion to mine. He's also ambitious though. But ambitious people don't like other ambitious people, and she's not ambitious. She is generous, honest, and gregarious, which means she's friendly. He's ambitious, cynical, and chaste. Oh, well, that ruins everything. I don't want chaste. I want them to have children. So she's 36. All of these are children, so really it's only these 3. The only one of these 3 who's not chaste is Senda. So it's gonna be Senda. He's a torturer. That is not good. He is compassionate. Is she compassionate? No. She's generous and honest. There was really not any good options, but you're already 36. So I need you to get married soon. So, I mean, he'd be good if it wasn't for him being an arrogant torturer. But you know what? It's gonna have to be this way. At least he's an empath. A fearless one, but an empath nonetheless. So let's go ahead and set this marriage up. Matrilineally, of course, so the children, if they have any, will be of my house. And because they're both intelligent, the children are guaranteed to inherit the intelligent trait, and the trait might intensify into a genius. So let's send that proposal. This one's at 95%. It just happened. So let's execute this scheme. Let me see, I'm murdering you so that you don't have any more sons. Okay, seize the moment. Assassin. Ananta, who's my spy master here in the middle, his hireling executed our plan perfectly. In the dead of night, the woman snuck through a gap, scouted in the roaming patrols, let herself into our quarry's chambers with a stolen key, and brought Sangieka's wretched existence to a wet, gurgling end. I covered my tracks well, and if anyone suspects that I did it, they don't dare say it. So I do love surprise visits. She dies. I lose 39 stress because I'm callous. And now my nephew is not married. And his only 2 children are daughters. And he is the heir to this place. Which means if he gets married again to anyone, it doesn't have to be of my house. So let's clear this. Why is it only showing members of my house? I guess it's because I can only arrange members of my house to this marriage because he is not in my court. He's not even in my petty kingdom. But that's fine. He can find someone else to marry on his own as long as it's a normal marriage and not matrilineal. Because I want the children to inherit my house, my name, and not the mother's. This is the army of U. And so I got 7% for occupying that. So it looks like this is going to be a long war. Are these hostile? Doesn't say whether they are or they're not. Let's go straight down though. Let's try and catch this army down here. He's accepting the marriage. Excellent. Oh, there's another 800 over here. Who's this? Liware, my daughter, has given birth to a daughter, and she wants to call her Liware. No, let's go again. You guys know the drill. First name that repeats. Senma might have repeated. I know there were a lot of T names at the beginning, but I don't know if Senma was one of those. Same with Sangmo. Yangmo and then Jangmo. 3 straight name options there. Took. I definitely remember Took. So may you grow strong and wise, little Took. And she is also intelligent, so that's nice. This war is probably going to take a while. A scheme at court. Thungni is the one trying to scheme against Xiaoyang. Another one. Does he have money? He does not, so let the traitor be known to all. Ananta, my spy master, has finally passed away. Died of old age. And so now my new spy master, my nephew here, who's a powerful vassal, has 21 intrigue. However, Fong, my sister-in-law, has 30 intrigue. And she's a schemer. She has a 3-star. She's an intricate web weaver. So now this is quite the conundrum. Do I want to give it to a powerful vassal? I don't have a single powerful vassal in my court at the moment. How old is Fong? She's 36. He's 30. Yeah, so whoever I give it to is going to be it. The other one will no longer have the chance in the rest of their life. But Fong is loyal. And this guy is my nephew, but he's not loyal. He's calm, cowardly, patient. He's delicate. Do I want him? So this is the choice that I have right now. Do I want a powerful vassal who will be good at it? Or do I want a random courtier who will be excellent at it? I'm gonna give it to Fong. Only because... Ooh, but if I give it to this guy, I instantly lose the -40 opinion he has of me because he wants a seat on the console. I was gonna give it to Fong only because of this loyal trait. It's what puts me over the edge. She's married to Zappa, who's already my steward. And he is my rival. So do I want, okay, that pushed me back. On the other side, under the edge? I don't know what the opposite of over the edge is. But this pulled me back on the edge because I don't want my rival, who already made my steward, to have his wife also be my spy master. Because the spy master position is very liable to be an agent in schemes against me. So let's give it to my nephew here. I can just start swaying him. Yeah, so he went down to -43 opinion of me instead of the -90 he had before. And 21 is already excellent, so it's not like I'm losing too much. He's currently working on supporting schemes. Ooh, but I just lost the 2 schemes. Okay, so I murdered the wife of Sang, right? And then I kidnapped someone and tortured her. Did I torture her? I thought I tortured her. Oh no, I kidnapped her, but I never got around to torturing her because I tortured this guy instead. Oh no, I tortured someone else I had and then ransomed them out. Yeah, so this one. You started this whole house feud that has already ended, but you started it by killing my niece. So I definitely want to torture you. And I gained 1 intrigue through my dark insights. How many more dark insights can I handle? I would like to know. 2 more prowess and 2 more intrigue. Because I think I can accept a max of 5 in each. So I still need to torture at least 4 more times. Notice I said 4 more times and not 4 more people. Because it could be the same person multiple times. Where's Dark Insights? Here it is. Yeah, max 5 each. Okay. And then... where is she? Here she is. I'm reading poetry to her as well. Ooh, her face is all messed up. Had to be done. You're in house arrest. Let's move you to the dungeon as well. Yeah, no one. This guy's not willing to pay your ransom, so let's move you to the dungeon. All her family members will lose 15 opinion of me, but I think they're all at -100. Actually, her mother's only at -32. Her brother is at -100. And then her 2 young sisters are at -44. And she has a grandparent still alive. Wow. Oh, well, she's only 21. That makes sense. How many members in this house? 9. 1. She's 1. Her mother would be not in the house, nor her grandmother. So then 2 younger sisters would be 2 and 3. Her brother would be 4, and then he has 4 children, so that would be 8. So who else is in this house? 9 living members. I mean, I'm moving you to the dungeon. That's happening. Oh, my countess, right. They're cousins. Or no, she's a niece. She's her niece. So I right now have one of my vassals' aunts in my prison. Okay. Your house should not have started a feud against mine. That's for sure. With your 9 living members. Even the house you were branched off from only has 23 living members. How many does my house have? 44. Yeah, we were gonna outnumber you. But yeah, now she's in dungeon and she's been tortured. Do you still have family? Oh, you're part of this house. Oh, and your parents died. So now you only have siblings left. Ho ho, I didn't know you were part of this house before. That changes everything. Time for a little torture. Another one I'm reading poetry to. Man, this book of poetry is really bad. I wonder where I got it. I really am curious. I did not get any dark insights though. What about you? You're fine. I'll leave you in there for now. You're 18. You've been in my prison for 18 years. I've had you since you were a baby, and no one wants you, which is why you're melancholic. Because no one is willing to come and pay even a little bit of gold for you. I'd be melancholic too. Spend my whole life behind bars. Although he's in house arrest, not in a dungeon. But yeah, I get it. I get it, kid. I think here we'll take out this army. Is that who we're fighting? Yeah, and then they run away. And now we have to go here to break the siege. Who is the commander here? Ooh, Pungse would be a much better commander. Defender, desert warrior, and logistician. Yeah, so let's make him the commander. He's 23. So he should be my commander for a while, which will give him plenty of time to level up these skills. So let's go on our way. Amdo's under siege. It's the capital. This is how I died last time. So we definitely want to stop that. Hold on, let's pause. This guy wants me to honor his alliance. Sure. How is it that every time I start a war, my allies decide to call me in? Where's this war? I'm on this guy's side. With me, they outnumber her 2-1. Without me, they still... Actually, without me, they don't outnumber her. Okay, so he does need me. 1900. But he should be able to handle it without me for now. Let me win my war first. 1800. Oh, yes, because they all joined in. Okay. So altogether they have 2600. I think I should still... No, don't go through there. Go through there. I should still have enough to break them up. This guy joined the war. Oh, he joined the other war. Okay. Not this one. My spy master says my caravan master Tubten is scheming against my niece. Does she have money? She does. She's married to my personal champion. So yeah, just let the traitor be known to all. This is the Gyapo of Guge. Wants to marry his son to Sogyo. His son has no traits. My family member here is a genius. That's not happening. Can I win this? I think they're running away, so I think that means I can win this. Oh, I did not catch them. Would I like to chase them down? I think I would. He just finished converting faith up there somewhere. So let's... Oh! He cannot convert more faith. That means every single county within my country is Ari. That's what that means, correct? Yep. I've converted my entire petty kingdom into Ari faith. Okay, mission accomplished there. So then let's have you give me a claim on Sewa. Because it is technically de jure part of the county of... or the Duchy of Amdo. So it'll take him 13 months to make up some reason for why this should be mine. Organizing army, supporting schemes. This guy's working on making my own people like me more. Who am I swaying at the moment? Him, he's at minus 14. 5 more months and then I'll be able to sway my spy master. My 4th daughter, Sangye, can marry. She's 29. She was married to this guy who died in his sleep February? 5 months ago. Are these 2 children his? They are. They're both quick. She's not quick. Which means he was quick? Oh, he was intelligent. Okay, but now she can marry. Let's clear everything. And then find the best fighter available. This guy's sadistic, but he does have 39 prowess. Even though he's delicate. So he was sadistic with himself. To make his delicate body be able to have 39 prowess. But he's 44 years old. Oh wait, how old is she? She's 29. So Christian Ray is 31 with 30 prowess. He's dull. And disloyal. Okay, what about Muzu? 29 prowess. He's athletic and strong. And a wise man. He's vengeful, but he's humble. So that should work. She's calm, fickle. Calm doesn't like wrathful. And then she's diligent, which doesn't like lazy. Yeah, so that should work. His house only has 1 member himself, so let's make this matrilineal and he will accept. Bring him over. And with 29 prowess, he instantly becomes probably my best knight. So let's look at my military, my champions. Yep. Force, allow. He is my best knight. I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Pungse here stops being a knight. But he's still my best commander, so I'll keep him as the commander of the army, but he will no longer be one of my champions. So, what am I doing at the moment? Where did the enemy army go? This isn't... I mean, this technically is, but not really. They're definitely not. So then... Can you siege this place? Oh no, you're already coming down here. So let's siege down here. Oh, there they are. I would lose that. Even though I have more soldiers and more commander traits. They're defending in mountains. They have defensive buildings and higher quality. They have 394 men-at-arms. And this one has 169. So that's like 550 men-at-arms. Oh no, I forgot the 100 there. So that's 650 men-at-arms. Meanwhile, I have 600 men-at-arms. I don't get why I would lose that, but if I will, then let's just siege some other place out. Lingpa. Okay, this is my son. He's taking my robe. We've seen this before. I can call him a little scoundrel, gain 35 prestige, and he'll gain 10 opinion of me. Or give him the Prince of Fashion nickname, but I've already given 2 people that, currently alive. My daughter's the Princess of Fashion. My half-brother was named the Prince of Fashion by my father. So I don't want to do that. So let's just call him a little scoundrel. And then let's go siege out Sog. Biru, the barony of Biru. Okay, we're back. That was a big one. If you can hear me but you can't see me, then refresh. But yeah, we are back. Okay. Yeah, so we're just going to let the traitor be known to all. Again, I'd love to have this guy be in my prison so I can kill him, but he's not at my court. Oh no, he's not my courtier or my vassal, so I cannot throw him in jail. And by letting the traitor be known to all, it does remove him from the murder scheme. So let the traitor be known to all. Golden Child. One morning as I am getting ready to face the day, my daughter Torcelli approaches me. Father, we found this while exploring the castle yesterday. You should have it. She hands over a small tattered coin pouch. It makes a jingling sound. Much obliged. Thank you for the 15 gold. Such a pleasant child. And I'm currently sieging this place out. It'll take me 4 months. These places are much faster to siege. Alone in the kitchen. Greetings, my lord. Zigza, one of the cooks, says, I have your grandson Purbu with me here. He promised to clean the pots in the cookery, you see. She draws in a sharp breath. And clean every pot he did. Even scrub the cauldron, without me even asking. That's a sweet boy you got there. This is indeed very selfless, but does this act suit Purbu's stature? I'm his guardian? Yes, so I'm getting events about raising him. And this is one of them. He has become diligent or compassionate. He has become compassionate. I can keep him that way, or I can make him gluttonous. He should have eaten all the sweets. It is your right. But we're not going to do that, because gluttonous is not really good, while compassionate hurts intrigue, but is good at everything else. It's also a virtue to our religion. It does give you -2 intrigue, and I did just notice that he does have an intrigue education, and he's already 11, so it's too old to change his education. So do I want to give him +2 to diplomacy, -2 to intrigue? Or do I want to make him gluttonous, which would give him -2 to stewardship? But it wouldn't give him anything else. So yeah, let's keep him compassionate. Such a sweet act. You will go far in life. So that is that. And then this war, 12%. Because I hold the objective. Because this is the objective. And so that is the war score slowly ticking up. If I leave this war alone, and they leave this war alone, this will slowly tick up until it reaches 100%. And then I would win by doing nothing, because this is the target of the war. And I have already sieged this place out. So it's currently, you see the purple stripes, it is currently under my control. Ooh, has 500 soldiers. Ooh, they're at war with someone else. So you know what I can do? Let's ignore Ooh for now. What's the other war I'm involved in? It's down here. Let's take out these 870. And then this guy should be able to handle everything else by himself. And then I can go back into Ooh. Oh, I'm sieging this place. Let's siege this place first. Once this siege ends, I will do what I just said I was going to do. 3 months. My wet nurse is no longer my wet nurse. Because all of my children grew up, I assume. That's usually what makes wet nurses lose their position. You are the new target of the Dege conquest of the chiefdom of Kumar. Oh! We took the county of Kumarleb finally. My vassal here, this guy, has been trying to take it for a long time now. He finally took it. But because of that, now this guy is at war with me. No, this war. Dega has been trying to take this county as well. We took it first, and now we have to defend from this guy. Okay, so before I go down there, first I have to win this siege. Then I have to go up here and siege this place out. And then I have to go down to India and help out my allies. This is what I mean when I say as soon as I declare war, everyone decides it's time to involve me in their trifles. Okay, she decided to join in on that war. And then someone lost the war. Who lost the war? Oh yeah, this is the war where we got Kumarleb. And then these guys are coming into my territory. How long is this siege? 2 months? I think I can wait. Let's end this siege first before we start heading up to take on these guys. You were not swayed. I no longer care. Let's sway my spy master instead. Who is a powerful vassal. And is also my spy master, which is the more important part. So he's currently supporting schemes. And the only scheme I have is against himself. So rather than have him support schemes, let's have him disrupt them instead. Because we do have a bunch of schemes down here of murdering my vassals or my courtiers. So let's try and disrupt those schemes. And then this siege will end in a week. There it goes. I now control Biru. They had no money for me to loot. These armies have split up, which is a horrible idea. Because now I can go take them out. Hold on, a couple things just happened. This is my niece, and she just joined the war against me. They made an alliance. And then she joined the war against me. Why? Niece, why? Can we white peace this? I have more important things to handle. Kumarleb and Madoy. Okay, that's not me. Let's try and take these guys out first. Let's chase them down. I think we'll catch them here. Oh, not just barely. Oh, well, we did catch them. Okay, and we have major advantage. Let alone the fact that we outnumbered them. And it's Putalabai, my former wet nurse, who was the one trying to kill Xiaoyang, the heartless fiend. So that murder scheme is over. As soon as I decided to put my spy master on it, I captured a bunch of people here. And none of them are important towards the war score. So I can ransom them off. I only lost 65 people. They only had 4 survivors. So it was a slaughter by every definition of the word. Their commander was wounded. I killed one of their champions. Yeah, so I assume these are the 3 survivors. These 3 champions and this commander. The commander ended up wounded, and I ended up capturing 2 of the 3 surviving champions. So that was a pretty good battle. It increased my war score to 76%. Now, where did the army go? They're probably trying to unsiege this spot. So let's break that up before I have to deal with these guys over here. So let's go chase them down. Wait, what are these 16? Oh, that's my my sister's niece's adventurers camp that decided to join in the war against me. We will ignore them for now. This guy's willing to pay 50 ransom. Let's torture you first. Wait, do you have family? You have a bunch of family. Let's not torture you. Well, do I want to torture you? Huh. Let's look at my prison. There are plenty of people to torture. 50 gold is a lot. You might die from the torture. Your health is already poor. And you have the great pox. Yeah, let's get you out of my prison as quickly as possible. Get out of here before you infect everybody. And then this guy's the other guy we captured. He's been in here 4 days. No one's willing to pay your ransom. You are the husband of her lady in waiting, and yet she's not willing to pay your ransom. You have 1 child, but you have a bunch of siblings, so it's not really worth torturing you either. Then that just gives me a whole bunch of enemies. Do I not get the ransom yet? Come on, pay me the ransom. There it is. Get this great pox having out of my prison. My niece hates me. Why? I broke her betrothal before I married her to him. Yeah, I have just not been a very likable person. People loved my father, but yeah, my courtiers just do not like me. And I'm already 60 years old. I've been ruling for 16 years. It's too late for me to try and change some of these things. Yeah, let's get back to chasing these guys down. I'm pretty sure their goal is to come on siege. The apple falls. Lately, I have been pondering the education of my son Lingpa. Is warfare really the appropriate direction? Since being trained in intrigue myself, I have found that particular knowledge to serve me well. Surely I should do the same for him. Shape him in my image. Or a varying skill set is only beneficial. So he's currently focusing on martial. My religious leader is his teacher. His personality is rowdy, which is martial and intrigue. His base in martial is 1. His base in intrigue is 4. I see why you want to do this. And he is my player heir. He hasn't developed any personalities yet, so I would like to be able to shape his personality. Okay, let's shape him in my image. It stresses me out a little, but that's just because raising children is stressful. So we'll shape him in my image, and I am now his... Should I not be his new guardian? Someone's trying to kill my friend Guanqi here, who's my personal physician. So we must stop this villain. And now if I go to my son Lingpa, now that the game has unpaused and calculated, yeah, I'm still not his... So let's educate him. Since he's focusing on intrigue. Let's do it myself, and now I will be able to determine his personality. I have two children I'm teaching, my 6-year-old son and my 12-year-old grandson. Now, are there any other children in court that need education? Ziwa has Marshall, which means his educator is probably at war. That's why he doesn't have one now. Lagian is 5. She does not have an education, so she needs one. Diplomacy and learning, because she's curious. Base 2 in diplomacy, base 2, base 3, base 3, base 4 in learning, base 5 in prowess. Okay, so she is a good learner. That will be her focus. And her educator, she is of my house. Whose daughter is she? My niece died. Why? 5 years ago under mysterious circumstances. You know what they say, usually the husband is the prime suspect. After this war ends, I'm gonna have to focus my spy master on finding secrets in my own court. For now though, you need a learning educator. So the highest learning stat is my personal doctor. But the second highest is this guy. He is 2 lower in learning, but he's got a great... He's better in every other category. And that does help raise her other stats as well as just learning. Guanqi was fecund, but you're telling me he never managed to get Wang Dui pregnant? She's 41. So they can still technically have one more child. She's highly esteemed. He's fecund and he's lustful, and you're telling me you couldn't give me one child? Are you barren? Like, what is going on? Can I give him another wife? I cannot. Not until something happens to this one. No polygamy there, I guess. Oh well. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm trying to educate Lagian. Yep, so it's going to be Trelo Kiachandra here. He will be the educator. And is he great? He's good at stewardship, so he'd be a great stewardship teacher as well as a learning teacher. But there are other children that need education, right? Gulang? Yes, Gulang. Gulang is Basi, which is martial and stewardship. As a woman, she would never ever need martial, so she's probably going to get stewardship. 1, 2, 2, 0, 1, 1. Yeah, so she will be a stewardship learner, which means, is it Trelo Kiachandra? I'm surprised I remember that name. Did I get it correct? Sort by learning. Trelo Kiachandra. Yep, I got it correct. He can be the stewardship teacher. Oh, wait, hold on a second. So there's 2 who have higher stewardship than him. However, his stewardship is 21. You take the stewardship stat and you add on top of that half of the learning stat, and that'll tell you how good a teacher is. And so this would be 29. This would be 27. This would be 31 and a half, 32 and a half. Yeah, so he is the best stewardship teacher as well as the best learning teacher. Chandra. I remember your name perfectly. Married to my niece's daughter, who's a genius. You're also a genius, so your children are guaranteed to be geniuses. I cannot demand your conversion. He's not cynical, which is minus 50. But his minus 52 opinion of me is also hurting. And he has a higher learning stat than me. That also hurts. But if he liked me, if he was just at +1, this would be at 53%. So I just need people to like me, and no one likes me. But enough of that. Let's not go north. Let's go through the center. And then going this way would be going south. So you have north entrance, you have the center entrance, and you have the south entrance. We'll try and catch them through the center entrance because they're probably trying to unsiege this tribe right here. Yep, that's exactly what they're doing. It'll take them 6 months. I'll definitely arrive before then. It says here I will arrive. Oh, I think I'm about... No, I'm halfway there, which is why they ran away. Am I going to chase them down? I'm almost there. Oop, I accidentally paused. Oh, I just barely. They just barely managed to get past me. Okay, should I go this way then? Who's this? This is my niece and her adventure camp. Alright, let's go this way. Let's go through my own country so we can build up our supplies. The people's priest. Not a day passes by without Purohit Uzana making a mockery of me during his sermons. That obsessed fop doodle is certain that I am an agent of Mara and will not rest until he has turned the peasantry against me. I was going to say your wife isn't even of our religion, but I'm the one who forced you to marry her. A donation and a few concessions will calm him down. He gains 15 opinion of me, but that'll still keep him in the negative. I have everything under complete control. And ironically, every county within my domain will decrease control by 10. Or the time has come to shut him up for good. I kill him. I gain tyranny, but you know what? He is 64, so should I just... but his health is fine. I don't know if this is... fine. A donation and a few concessions will calm him down. So now he's at minus 20 opinion of me. Someone's proposing? The Prabhu of Sagya would like to betroth his son to Tsogyo. They are related. How are they related? His mother... Not through his mother. His father. How are they related? Who is this guy? Oh wait, let's check out Sogyo's family. So if it's not through my house, Then it's through her father. Her father. Had 2 children. I don't get how they're related. This guy's name is Carsekon. So this is what you're gonna make me do. I'm gonna go through my entire family tree and figure out where Carsekon is. First, I have to find every plus and make it a minus so that we will extend the family tree to as much as possible. Diki's branch is the only branch of my family tree that died out. Every branch is either extended to the next generation or has a possibility of extending. Actually, no, it wasn't just Diki. Diki's branch, Gyeltsen's branch here died, and Atak's branch died. Thankfully, Atak was from Nima's branch, and Nima still has Kunzang and then these 2. Meanwhile, Gyeltsen was from Timinrong's branch, and he still has 3 other children, 2 of which have already had their own children. And then Diki was the oldest from my branch. And I have a bunch of other children and a few grandchildren, so we're good. That's what I want to make sure I take care of during this playthrough. I want to make sure that the 6 children, 3, 6, the 8 children of the founding patriarch of our house, their line lives till the end of this playthrough. All 8 of their lines. So I want to make sure, that's one of my goals for this playthrough, for this run, is to make sure all of their lines live on. But I'm looking for Carsekon and I don't see him anywhere. So I don't know how or why they're related. I don't have time to deal with it either. So we will ignore that for now. Ziwa needs a guardian, but he is a martial focused kid. And all of our martial focused people are at war. Okay. We are back. Let me refresh my page just to make sure. Yep. We are back. Everything's in the green. The connection is excellent. Okay, so before it went out, I said I was going to sign this guy. No, Thema. Yeah, because Thema's at war, so I'm going to sign this guy as the guardian. And he gets +5 opinion of me per month until he reaches a max of +15 because he's being a guardian to one of my relatives. And then there's 2,200 soldiers down here. And these guys are going there. And yeah, the war with U I just have to leave alone because this war score is slowly ticking up because I control the target up here. So this will slowly get me to 100 as long as I don't do anything else. I don't lose any battles or lose this territory. So I don't have to worry about U. The Dege over here should be a quick war. They only have 1,100 soldiers, and that's including their allies. So that should be a quick war since they only have this little territory here, Dege. So I just need to siege out one place, and I will have their entire kingdom sieged. So that will be a quick war. And then the long one will be then coming down here to try and assist my ally. All the way down here. Because they're outnumbered currently. But I'm going to have to leave that one for last. Because these should be quick and easy to handle. But if I go away from my land for too quickly, I'll lose these. Meanwhile, this one, it's just my ally will lose it. Which doesn't affect me any. So yeah, that will be the goal going forward. But we're going to have to wait until next stream to see that happen. Because I feel like the fact that my stream has crashed twice for very long periods of time is the universe giving me a sign that this is enough for today. Like I said, it was going to be a quick stream. If you'd like to catch up on how we got to where we are today, I upload all of my streams, and this one too as well, as soon as it ends, to my YouTube channel. Same as my Twitch handle, they're at A2Gamer. I have an Instagram channel if you'd like to check that out. I post whenever I'm going live on that Instagram channel as well, on my stories. Again, same tag, at A2Gamer. And I have a Twitter, where I also post whenever I'm going live. That one is at A2GMR. So check me out in any one of those. I would appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out really quickly today. I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be a longer stream. The temperature hasn't been as warm recently, but again, the start time will have to depend on the sun and how the sun is looking. But for now, thank you for watching. Thanks for anyone who decides to follow me on any one of those other platforms I just mentioned. Let me exit to main menu. I will leave it at that for today. Hopefully everyone has a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever time of day it is in your part of the world. Thanks for hanging out.